warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Noshada Tika as a leader. We want to discuss about the way to diagnose atopic eczema using traditional or technology, which one is better. Before we go more further, Anis, can you tell me what the definition of the atopic eczema?
Okay, atopic eczema or for atopic dermatitis, also known type of inflammation of the skin dermatitis. It results in itchy, in red, spots, swollen, and cracked skin. The fluid may come from the affected areas, which often thicken over time. The condition typically start in childhood. Because the child is very sensitive skin. From adult is the skin is more developed. The condition typically start over the years after the child the over the year the skin will be more developed and the atopic dermatitis will be more decreased. As the children get older, the back of the knees and the front of the elbow are the most common are affected. In adults, the hand and feet are most commonly affected areas. Scratching, worse symptoms, and affected people have an increased risk of skin infection. Many people with atopic eczema develop fever or asthma. Yes. Okay, the symptom is
And what are the symptoms?
usually at the legs, at the face, hand, elbows. For the infantile eczema for the baby, it's dry skin, itching, which may be severe, especially at night.
Thank you, Anis. And Zazila, what are the method that is being used to diagnose this atopic eczema?
Usually we use allergic diagnostic testing, which is an allergen. What is allergen? In vitro allergen sign E, usually this atopic eczema experienced by the baby usually below the 5 years old. 5 years old. What is allergen? Allergen usually use needle to inject something like insulin, like antibody, small amount of allergen. Allergen used to test and form product routine using during everyday activity. Your doctor may be recommend the series chemical based distribution of rash and the specific substance to avoid this disease become more spread something, yeah. To avoid this atopic eczema become spread to more part of body. That's it.
Zazila?
To diagnose the atopic eczema is one by acupuncture. How the way it will be diagnosed, the needle will be inserted in the skin, and then after that the needle usually the sensei will pull out the needle and see what the can diagnose from the needle. So the atopic eczema usually can be diagnosed by acupuncture. The way is by the needle. It's a method.
So how to diagnose?
By insert the needle in the skin.
From your work instruction, what is the best method to diagnose the atopic eczema by using traditional method?
Artificial method to usually artificial method to diagnose this atopic eczema. Usually, if we see the doctor will see the skin of the baby. Usually, he or she will ask if the baby has genetic asthma or pollen bad at home or something, or allergic to food, maybe milk, their milk, and substance that tend to irritate your skin like soap and cosmetic. Any extra for adult, which is extra stress or lack of taking baths. Where and when your symptoms start, any treatment you have had or other skin condition. So the best method used is like the Ziracid, the allergen needle. Yeah,
The
the
herbal.
herbs.
That's all for traditional. So we go to the technology methods. Tika, can you identify at least a method that technology use?
There is this method that is used to diagnose eczema, and first is through blood test, that is patch test. If dermatologist is suspect that allergic dermatitis is causing of your rash, patch test is the most effective diagnostic tools. Usually, the test require three visits to the doctor office over the course of 1 week. Okay, in the patch test, a number of thin metal or flexible plastic chamber are arranged in the strip. This is the tools that use. Each chamber contains a small amount of allergen, and the allergen used in the test are found in a product routinely during our everyday life. And then, after 2 days, the panel are removed and a note is made of any areas of irritation. From the final reading, our doctor conducts the examination to measure the sign of reaction. In the patch testing, the small patch cover with the allergic chemical are placed on the skin for 28 hours. Then it will remove, and skin will react with the substance within 27 hours, and it can identify that it is allergic or not from the patch test.
Can you tell me what the type of eczema and what is your opinion in the technology methods?
First is psoriasis, second is contact dermatitis, and third seborrheic dermatitis, fungal infection with lichen simplex chronicus, and the last is scabies and other infestation. Okay, for the technology, in my opinion, we can use DNA DNA test to diagnose this disease, which is the tests are performed on sample of blood, hair, skin, or amniotic fluid or other tissue, and the procedure is we call a Barker smear, or we use a cotton swab to collect sample from the surface of our cheek, and then we can send the sample to the laboratory, and the technician will look for the specific changes in chromosome, DNA, or protein depends on the suspected disorder. Then we can know from that is it the patient have this disease or not by the DNA test. That's all.
Thank you, but just enough. Can you tell me what the advantage and disadvantage from the traditional methods? Both of you.
So advantage for acupuncture is it provides relief and energize after treatment, relax after treatment, feeling no discomfort with the needle, effectively relieve pain and lower adverse effect on the human body. For disadvantage of acupuncture, it's not able to detect certain of the disease. Not recommend for people suffering from bleeding disorder. If needle are not inserted properly, it may lead to organ rupture or infection. Its effect varies from person to person. So, from the advantage and disadvantage, it balance. It's balanced. The number of advantage same with the number of disadvantage.
On my finding, we know that the skin baby is 1 per 10 better than more thin than adult skin, so it's so sensitive. So disadvantage for this traditional method, which is using needle, is painful to the baby. Painful, yeah. Then maybe it will affect to another sibling, which to the mother or siblings. Then risk of developing atopic dermatitis is higher in those whose family members are affected. For example, coincidence rate of atopic dermatitis in monozygotic twins around 75%. If the baby has twins, her twins or his twin will affect like the baby.
Thank you. Thank you. Atika, just now you tell me about the technology method and part also. Can you both tell me about the advantage and disadvantage by using the technology methods?
For the technology method, then I will tell about the advantage. And the first advantage is easy to use. We know that technology is technology developed to make human being easier. And the first advantage is easy to use. Then second one is resulting in as soon as possible. It doesn't take a long time to diagnose that a person have eczema or not. And the third one is limited or no need for instrument. It needs an instrument, but doesn't need complex instrument. That's all for advantage of technology in using patch test.
Thank you, Tika. And all of you, what your opinion, the comparison between technology and traditional method in terms of effectiveness? Effectiveness.
We have to discuss what the advantage of the technology and traditional, but in the way of effectiveness of the diagnosis. How can you? Which one is better?
I thought technology is better because we use by using patch test we have the advantage of easy to use, no timing, and it's maybe friendly use as it was technology. That's my opinion.
And I think by using a technology, easily for if we use DNA testing for the diagnose this disease. So we can, for example, we can take a sample from a baby. Then we don't need use hard cost and hard equipment to diagnose this. Because if we use DNA, we just take a sample from the cheek or some blood from the hips, and we can easily to diagnose this disease. So for me, it's better to use technology to diagnose eczema than traditional.
I think I agree with them, which is technology, because maybe it's more high cost than traditional, but it's not painful like traditional method. So then we can recognize how critical is the disease. Maybe it will affect more or less. And I think it's the better method to use. Yes. Technology.
For me, for overall, I think the also not only for diagnose the atopic eczema, but also some can detect the cancer like that. That's all.
Thank you, Anis. And from your discussion just now, I would like to ask one by one what the method that you prefer to diagnose this atopic eczema. Which one? One by one. We start with Anis first.
I will choose the best test.
Jazina?
I will give blood injection. Blood injection.
But how about you?
I think I choose patch test. And also patch test.
All the group agree the patch test, and I also the patch test because it's the best way to diagnose atopic eczema.
So all of you choose PET test is the best equipment or best way to diagnose atopic eczema. So thank you all of you for discussion. And one more thing, what the component from the PET test? The frequency, the depth, how time that time take to diagnose? How time?
How much time
How much time?
take to diagnose?
Take to diagnose. PET test.
Is it faster from traditional or not?
Or is it faster from the traditional or not? Before you all decide PET test is the best equipment and method to diagnose. Thank you for your opinion, but just now I think it's not related to optical. So can you choose another device to diagnose eczema by using a technology methods?
How about 3D imaging?
Yes. How about 3D imaging? Can you describe about that?
3D imaging. Yeah, 3D imaging is 3D imaging technology is a device to analyze skin health, which advanced optical technology. This device is a scientific breakthrough that allows the skin to view 2 and 3 dimensions for more effective diagnosis and treatment of a skin disorder. So, it can diagnose eczema. The device show your response by the treatment, and it can diagnose the disease. Okay. How about you?
I think 3D imaging can also detect the eczema. This is because there are sensors in the 3D imaging, and the sensor is IR sensor. There is the sensor will detect the depth, the image that produced, and also the derivation of the position that eczema state. And we know sensor need to be accurate, easy to use, and also need to be safe. And 3D imaging has the sensor that have 3 dimension that we can search that we can diagnose the eczema.
And Naked, Can you tell me about the difference between three regions in eczema?
Okay, three region of eczema, which is three dimension of skin. Eczema actually healthy skin, which is eczema, and unknown, which is eczema is out or not. Okay, the best way to treat this three dimension, we use 3D imaging. It came from India, created by Dr. Batra. Okay, it came from India. It detects the skin from 3 layers and gives a head up if there are any symptom of skin disease arising. So before it rising, it can detect early, eventually resulting in cure of the particular disease early. The photographic tool helps gauge the treatment response for skin problems 3 months before it visible to naked eyes. And then this 3D imaging is more effective, which is 1 million of Indian people have used and retrieved. And it's also chips, which is only 5K cost.
Thank you, Nugget. Fat, can you conclude all our discussion? And can you tell me the depth of these technologies or that formula, or maybe you can pass to another person?
Okay, I would like to let you know about the depth of the sensor. So from the website, there is a Kinet 1 and Kinet 2, but we will available in Kinet 1. Okay, sekejap. Kinet 1. So the Kinet 1 depth is 320 times 240 pixel. In addition, the depth of the image can make the color stream, which correctly calibrate and can be combined. So from that depth, the image and the 3D image will be more clear. Will be more clear and can be accurate and diagnose the disease easily from that. So what the conclusion is?
Can I ask you one question? How it can take image for diagnose? How much time?
The time for diagnose is the image that it can take is 30 frames per second. In 1 second, that they have 30 frame image. Okay, that's.
Thank you. Fat, can you conclude all our discussion?
Okay. The conclusion is the Kinet is a touchless real-time 3D sensor that is very easy to use and affordable and free of ionization radiation. So the capability of the device to localize and track people at the same time gathering information about movement and body physics that can potentially help to improve healthcare, and we can diagnose the eczema disease. So this ability can be used for rehabilitation and screening to support independence of people with impairments or to assist intervention. So the best of the technology that we can use to diagnose the disease of eczema is 3D imaging.
So all of you agree that we will use 3D imaging to diagnose eczema is the best method?
Yes, I agree with that.
Yes, I agree.
Yes, we agree with that.
Okay, thank you for your cooperation and information. We see next discussion.
Wabarakatuh. So today we're going to do the program-based learning presentation. So our topic is diagnose atopic eczema using 3D imaging device. So first I want to introduce my members. First is our group leader, is Chaza. Then our video man or cameraman, Ahmad Fudalikon. Then me is a chairman. So this is our participant, Fadilatul, Ika, Anis, Jazira, and Nakib. So we're gonna start with introduction with Shaza first.
For introduction, atopic eczema, also known as atopic dermatitis, is a type of inflammation of the skin. Atopic dermatitis is a condition that makes your skin red and itchy. It's common in children but can occur at any age. Atopic is long-lasting, chronic, and then tends to flow periodically. It may be accompanied by asthma or a fever. And their symptoms, atopic signs and symptoms vary widely from person to person and include dry skin, itching, which may be severe, especially at night, red to black with gray pus, especially on the hand, feet, ankle, breasts, neck, upper, and so. Atopic also most often begin before age 5 and may persist into adolescence and adulthood.
Okay, so next we are gonna pass to the next presenter. That is, will be present to you about problem statement. So I'm gonna pass it to Anis.
Okay, first is using optical device. How much depth the optical will penetrating through atopic eczema. Second, within the device, what is the component to develop or build the medical device? Third is to identify what is the best method to diagnose atopic eczema. And lastly, what is the advantage and disadvantage of both method for traditional and technology?
Okay, thanks, Ms. Anis. So next we are gonna proceed to the introduction, and our next presenter is Jazira.
Okay, for introduction, the atopic dermatitis or eczema that makes your skin red and itchy. It is common in children but can occur in any age. Atopic dermatitis is long-lasting or chronic and tends to flare periodically. It may be accompanied by asthma or hair fever. No cure has been found for atopic dermatitis, but treatment and self-care measures can relieve itching and prevent new outbreak. For example, avoid harsh soap, moisture your skin regularly, apply medicated cream or ointment. Dermatology, that part of medicine which deal with disorder of skin, hair and nails, mucous membrane, and encompass about 3,000 diseases of skin, including allergies and disorder of eczema. The scope of dermatology as a specialty is therefore very broad. And as the skin is large, vital and visible part of body disorder of skin can lead to very significant distress and functional impairment for those affected. So the Department of Dermatology in Government Hospital provide comprehensive service for the management of this disorder, such as skin cancer service, allergy investigate service, management of inflammatory service, consultation service for inpatient. So that's the atopic eczema for adult, the picture, and the atopic eczema for infant. Okay.
So next we are gonna pass to the next presenter. First, he will tell you the diagnosis about the traditional method. I will pass it to Nakib.
Okay, how to diagnose traditional method with the simple method which is from China technology. They use acupuncture technology which is use needle over skin to diagnose the eczema. So this method, if you have is diagnosed, the doctor will ask if we have asthma, allergic or allergic reaction such as pollen or allergic from pet or food substance that tends to irritate your skin like soap and cosmetic. It's usually to an adult. Any recent extra stress, also an adult, where and when your symptoms start and any treatment you have had from other skin condition. Okay. Next, diagnose eczema using traditional way. Use terminology acupuncture acid. So this technology works and painful, but cheap and it's effective. Thank you.
Okay, so next we are gonna pass to next presenter. We tell you about technology. We will pass to Atika.
Okay, I will talk about the technology. Diagnose atopic eczema using technology ways. It is a 3D imaging technology. We introduced 3D imaging device to analyze skin health. With advanced optical technology, this device is scientific breakthrough that allow the skin to be viewed in 2 and 3 dimensions. This is for more effective diagnosis and treatment of skin disorder. Okay. There are sensor for performance of this device is a sensor. It's really safe, sufficiently accurate, and also easy to use. Sensor performance evaluation depend on three terms, and first is application scientific data processing technique such as extraction of skeleton. Second one is model data denoising, and third one is frequency analysis. General sensor performance has been assessed by a number of researchers, particularly for Kinet 1. There are 2 names there, the Filippo and Joan. Okay, the model perform best at shorter distance. That's all for me.
And next we're gonna pass to Shaza again, so that it will tell more about the 3D imaging.
Just now we see that the Kirik 2, actually Kirik 2 is from the Kirik, that's for the game, but they modified to be in the medical. So Kirik 2 specialized at time of flight. The second generation Kirik 2 is new type of flight measurement to generate a 3D image, and IR wave is emitted and its reflection is detected by the Kirik 2 sensor. To compose a deep image, the phase shift between the image and incoming wave is analyzed, from which object distance is calculated. In practice, the phase shift is measured by comparing the incoming signal to 4 phase shift control signal. The reflective properties of the image object can introduce noise into the deep measurement and produce outliers or data drift. For example, sharp edge, semi-transparent object or highly reflective surface can lead to ambiguous reflection and may appear blurred with greater variation of deep values than anticipated.
So thank you to Shaza. So we're gonna pass to Fadilatul. We're gonna tell you about the unknown region.
Okay, for the 4 layer of skin, which is unknown region, first hard skin, which is eczema skin, unknown skin layer. Second is healthy and unhealthy skin, can be seen with naked eyes. And the third is unknown skin layer, cannot be seen naked eyes. Okay, by using 3D imaging technology invented by Dr. Batra from India, it detects the skin from 3 layers and gives a head-ups if there are any symptoms of skin disease arising, eventually resulting in the cure of the particular disease early. The photographic tools helps gauge the treatment response for skin problems 3 months before it is visible to the naked eyes. Okay, then first, skin diagnosis through 3D skin technology to measure the depth, dimension and damage of the skin. Second, natural homeopathy medicine to reduce itching and flare, reduce intensity, frequency, as well as duration of complaints. limit the spread of the disease, stimulate the healing process, improve sleep, and reduce the practice of topical application. Third, understand underlying factor such as stress at work, sensitive to wet or murk, mental as well as physical overexertion. Fourth, monitor the underlying disease such as allergy, diabetes, hypertension, and depression. Fifth, treat the associated complaints, provide a customized treatment plan, prevent recurrence, and improve the quality of life. It also help diagnose the exact concentration of melanin and hemoglobin in the skin.
Proceed to the advantage and disadvantage.
Okay, for the advantages, for the 3D imaging device, it's easy to use, time to diagnose very fast. Sensor use is IR sensor and the depth limits to blood capillary, but still have disadvantage which is it high cost and long-term effect. For the acupuncture, the advantages is low cost, ability, easily to have the equipment and dermis and epidemics. While the disadvantage is not accurate result, very painful because it uses a needle and it takes time to diagnose the disease.
So Jazira will conclude all of the report.
So as for the conclusion, the Kinet is touchless real-time 3D sensor that is easy to use, affordable, and free of ionizing radiation. This device capable to localize and track people at the same time. The information of movement and body physics can be gathered and it helps to improve the healthcare. This ability can be used for rehabilitation and screening to support independence of people with impairment or to assist intervention so that we can diagnose the eczema disease. By using traditional way, using acupuncture for eczema and skin disorder, 4,000 of your traditional medicine has used herbs and acupuncture to treat a variety of maladies from internal health problems to skin disorder, such as eczema, acne, psoriasis, and alopecia. The best method used to diagnose atopic eczema by using technology method is 3D imaging device. From the statistic, more than 1 million patients have been treated and satisfied with the technology.
So that's all from us from Group 2. This is the references that we provide. That's all from us. Thank you.